Yes, almost all the major owner-operators realize that they don't have the proper in-house logistic, specifically project inbound material logistic operation management. They don't have that capacity in-house. And that is why the project managers typically do not feel comfortable to rely on the logisticians placed on the project and make their decision upon that planning and the other tasks performed by such logisticians when perceived the competence is in question. As a result, in the common practice across the industry, most project management transfer the risk out by the awarded contract to the EPCs. Hopefully the EPC 1PLs do have their own competence there. The question is, do they? Most of them have their in-house logistic team pretty much sourced from the 3PLs. And at the beginning of the video series, we already addressed why the 3PL knowledge typically is not enough for the owner-operators to perform the pre-award stage logistics tasks. So there you have it. You transfer this out, but the risk stays there, open, not enclosed, and it will definitely become a valid concern of financial damages. So what do? This is not a typically decision to improve at the project level. It is more like the corporate level decision. And how can we do that? It's not easy, but it can be done properly. We notice that many owner-operators already start to move into the 4PL direction for the proper services. Well, as we also mentioned, there is no qualified 4PL or real 4PL in the oil industry, not for the upstream sector. So some turn to consultation services, the big names. And what happened after such consultation services are introduced to the internal organizations? What we have noticed so far, those are diagnostics on the problems that many project management already are well aware of. The solutions? Yeah, there's some recommendations of how to address them. Regardless whether the recommendations were complete and correct, the thing is, you have a recommendation, but who's going to implement? Where is the initiative program and how to implement that? That's hanging in the balance. So years and years after all these consultations, the process has been going through pretty much the same. Not much improvement has been done. Obviously, for the internal reports, the project management can always report nicely, but if the oversight board or committees actually looking into this part, the project logistic part, and demanding the contributions directly to the total cost of project ownership, then who's going to be responsible and hold accountable for that? Not the 3PLs, subcontracted by the awarded EPCs, and not the in-house logisticians, which is basically lack of competence and capacity both. So how do you do the real improvement here? I would argue the consultation service you would need may not be a big institution with a big name that is earned over other area of expertise. But what you need is a consultation service actually knows the real problems by directly related experience working inside the owners, operators, and covered all the logistic field before, and have the real solutions to recommend, more importantly, to follow through, see to it get implemented, and to drive a metric management to show the result. Now, how do you improve your in-house logistic management capacity? You can certainly do some internal development training, and that can be designed by the proper consultation services. What's even more important is you do need a knowledge base that is institutionalized of the individually accumulated intuitively from all the logisticians, and make them part of your COE, as people put it, center of expertise. Until then, do you really have a good COE that actually supports what's needed? You can ask yourself that question again and again. So the consultation services bringing in to do what? Do you know that? You have to plan that, because that's how you do procurement anyway. It's just different type of commodity, but the same principle apply. How do you do the vetting? What's the screening criteria? Do you actually have a bidding process? All that we can get into details.